A warm greeting to one and all. Dear friends, myself Dr. Bikishore welcome you all in the today's session, the top 8 features of Google Doc that every researcher must know. Know that many of you are aware about the Google Doc, but in the today's sessions we are going to discuss some of the top features that is useful to all the researchers while doing a research. So before going to start, first of all we will try to see what is Office. Office is an information processing center where the information has been managed, collected, stored, reformatted, and processed as per the requirement. And basically, Office consists of various components like machine, paper file, which has been managed by the various people according to the hierarchy in the Office. Now, what is Office automation? An automation system that performs all the functions of the ordinary Office by means of what a computer system. And the Office suite refer to all the software programs which make it possible to meet the Office need. And particularly we are using what? So for MS Office, which consists of basically three major tools like word processing and spreadsheet, we are calling it MS Excel, and presentation tool, that is we are calling MS PowerPoint. All these three tools is now available with the Google also, and now they are referred as what? Google Doc, Google Sheet, and Google Slide. Now we will discuss some of the most widely online word processing software. They are what? Google Doc, Microsoft 365, and when you are talking about open source software, they are Apache, NeoOffice, LibreOffice, and Calligra Suite. All the word processing software is like writing, editing, formatting as per our requirement, and finally when our entire document is ready, we will be able to print. Every researcher needs these facilities while writing the thesis or while writing the paper. But apart from also known as the research, then EasyBib, how to create the bibliography automatically, then link object, how to translate the document from one language into another, then use, then link, share, and version history. So we will discuss all of them one by one. Here you can search the any information without leaving the document. Not only you will be able to search, but you will be also able to cite that particular source inside the Google Doc in the form of what? Note. It also gives an ability to search the Google image directly from the Google Doc. And finally, it also helps you to search within your own drive, which is known as what? Host drive or my drive. It means it might be possible that you have already written certain information or certain document related to the information that you are going to search. In that case, it will show you all the documents related to that particular topic. Discuss all these things during the practical session too. Then EasyBib. One of the tedious tasks while writing a research paper or while writing a thesis is what? Generating the bibliography at the end. So with EasyBib, it is very easy to generate this bibliography. So here, once the information has been cited, Google Doc provides a facility to generate the bibliography automatically by means of what? An add-on called as EasyBib in different styles. APA, or it may be MLA or Chicago. So how it provides this facility? By entering the URL that is known as Uniform Resource Locator to get an auto-generated citation for the website, or you can also enter the book title or ISBN or keyword in order to find out the details of that particular book. So we will discuss this. And what is link object? It is very useful to all those people when they are working with the multiple tools. For example, when you insert a chart or table or a slide created in a Google Sheet or slide into Google Doc, you can link them to an existing file, and whenever you made a certain changes in the chart or table or slide, you can update in your current document. Later on, you have made certain changes in the Google slide. Those changes can be updated in the Google Doc. It means we don't need to now cut and copy and paste once again. So in short, we can say that using link object, Google Doc update the embedded chart, slide graph, etc. Translator document. This is one of the best features that has been provided by the Google. Using a translate document, you can translate the document into many languages using a Google Doc. It is useful especially for those research who are doing the research using the some Marathi or some regional language and want to create the summary in English, as it is one of the important criteria in Indian University to appoint at least two expertise from the outside state. In that case, this tool will help you to translate the document into the English. Google also provides the features called as voice typing. With voice typing, it lets you to type whatever the dictate that you are using your computer microphone. So it is a great for the people who suffer from repetitive strain injury or for those who just don't like the typing or those who are not able to type speedily. So whatever the thing that you are going to say is going to type automatically by your Google. And this feature is available only for the Google Chrome browser. In order to perfect the voice typing, you need to follow certain voice command list that has been given over here. So we will also see them later on. Then share version history. As we know that the Google products shows all the documents automatically after a certain period of seconds. But you can also keep a bookmark of the work. It means so using Google Doc to time. It also lets you view and revert to the earlier versions of your document and see which collaborator made the edit to each of these version. It means it gives version of so open a Google Doc. By default, we don't have any name. Suppose if I want to write a paper on plagiarism. So assume that review of plagiarism. Okay. Author and other details. So I am not discussing about that. Now select the Explorer option. So as soon as you click on the Explorer option, it will show you the details of what somewhat plagiarism. Now if you want to search exactly what you can do, you can type here something like this. A review of plagiarism. So it is listing the various research papers here only. Okay. Now either you can search in a web or you can have an image of the related to plagiarism, or it might be possible that you have already created certain document related to the plagiarism. So you can search using a Google Drive. So first of all, we will discuss about the web. So assume that I want this one, the detailed link of that particular paper. Okay. Now assume I am citing certain other information from here. Okay. Again, I can give what? A footnote. Okay. So like that. Then we will discuss with image. So it is showing the lot of images related to the plagiarism. So select the image that you would like to have for your research paper. Right? You can align it, wrap, or you can also have a certain other option if you want to make it center alignment and all the other things. So just press enter key. Now what is the advantage of this? That assume that you have copied certain images using your normal approach and then downloaded on your what? Your particular drive, and later on we have to insert that picture in our Word file. And it might be possible that later on you may forget from which particular website you have downloaded that particular image. But here Google is little bit smart. Simply double click over here and it will show you the entire detail from which particular website this image has been copied. Then now we will discuss about what? Drive. So like I said, it might be possible that certain information related to plagiarism might be there in my drive if I have created it earlier. So I can select those files. So it is opening that particular file. Now if you want to copy certain information, so you can, for example, from here itself. Now we will save our document. We will keep the same name. Then here we have option what? Version history. So it means we will be able to bookmark up to which we have done our work. So I am giving here Explorer tool. You can also view the version history, see version history. So it is showing 2. Suppose I click over here. It means if I want to back to this position, simply double click over here. And if I want to back to this position, it means we are able to mark our work. Okay. So this is about the version history. Now the next thing that we are going to discuss here is about what? The EasyBib. How to generate the bibliography automatically. We need to add an add-on known as what? EasyBib. So how I got this? So simply click on get add-on. It will list all the add-ons that are available. So this is a add-on called as EasyBib. I already installed it. Okay, so what you need to do, simply double click over here and it will ask certain permissions. So give it, and this EasyBib tool add-on is added on your this add-on option. So now click here on the manage bibliography. So it is known as what? Cite as a source EasyBib. So so you can search your information either from book or journal article or from the website. It means you can extract the details of that particular book or journal article or website. So first of all, we will try with what? Book. Assume that the name of the book. So it is showing the list of the books. Assume that this is refer. So simply select it. Okay, the detailed information has been extracted. Similarly, you can enter the ISBN or keyword. Then if it is a website, then assume I am clicking over here, and this is the one to do. I need to simply do Control C, copy, and now here in website, what you need to do, simply paste the link and then search. So it is showing me the details, the common types of plagiarism. So again select. So your bibliography has been generated in C in alphabetical order. Okay, and the style is what? It is in MLA. You can change it. At the end, and what you need to do, simply click on what? Add bibliography to doc, and the entire list will be come over here. Okay, now if you want to give what? A bullet, you can. It means rest of the things you can do as it is. Now if you want to write here references or bibliography, in some of the university they ask to write the work site, so accordingly you can do it. Okay, it's very easy using a EasyBib to generate what? A bibliography. Now we will again name this version to EasyBib. Now we will discuss here about
link object.
assume that I have already created one of the image, say in Google Doc, and I want to that particular image in my current document. Okay, I want this particular image on my Google Doc. So what I am going to do, simply Control C, that is copy, and in my current Google Doc file, I am simply pasting it. It's very simple. Okay, so click on the paste, so it is showing. Now assume later on I made certain changes in this particular slide. So of features of Google Doc. Okay, now I back to my original file and see it is showing me what here, update option. Okay, or you can also go to this one also. It is showing at the end what? One update is available. So simply click on this update and see the heading has been changed. It means whatever the changes that you are going to do in that particular slide, or it may be a chart or whatever the object, those object will get automatically updated once you click on the update button. Google Doc. Assume that in normal practice, assume that you are copying a chart from the Excel into your MS Word, and later on if you are making certain changes in the chart, those changes will not be reflected automatically in the MS Word. For that purpose, what we used to do, first of all, we used to delete the chart from the current document, then copy it from the Excel and again paste into the our Word file.
Link
so that
object.
was a somewhat, choose the language to the English to Hindi. There are so many languages available over here. Gujarati, Hindi. First of all, we will try to convert our current document into the Hindi language and click on translate button. So name of the new file is what now? Translated copy of your literature paper. Okay. So see, all our entire document has been converted into the Marathi. Now please remember this is the image, so image is not going to be converted. Only the textual information is going to be converted. It means open this file and convert it into what? Into again say translate document, choose a language. Now it is in Hindi, so I would like to convert into the same Marathi. And translate. Okay, so again it will create a new file. Okay, remember some changes might be needed from your side also. Google is not going to convert exactly. So this is the next one is here voice typing. You need to follow certain commands. Okay, so let's see what are those commands. We have already seen the link of writing. List of command list that you need to follow while using a voice typing features. See period, comma, exclamation point, question mark. Okay, you can't say point. You should say period, comma, select all, cut. So we will see how it can accomplish while doing a research, like when publishing a paper or writing a thesis. So see, dear friends, it's so easy. Okay, you need to give only certain commands in order to perform all the activities that what you used to do usually using a keyboard. So this is the one more feature that has been provided by the Google Doc. So this is very much useful to all those research scholars who are not very much versatile with the keyboard. For them, it's very easy compared to your. So again, we will save this version. So we will call it as what? Voice typing. Now finally we will discuss about what? The version history. So see, these are the some of the name version history that I have given. Suppose if I want to directly jump to the EasyBeep, suppose whatever the changes that I have done after EasyBeep, if I don't want, so what I can do, I simply click on the EasyBeep and I am able to save this. It means I am able to restore this version. Okay, so that is the basic advantage. It means whatever the changes that you have done after certain work, those work will be get automatically back to the original format. Assume that you have created one file and you have made certain changes elsewhere, not necessarily in a continuous fashion. Okay, and later on you, if you want your original version, so you can't get it very easily when it comes to the MS Word. It means again it might be possible that you need to edit entire thing from the beginning if you have not made a copy of that file. But using the Google Doc, it's very easy to go back to your any version of the file that whatever you have saved up to that. It means we are calling it simply a bookmark of the work that you have done. So always make sure to name whatever the work that you have done so that it will be very easy to go back to that particular location. Suppose see, now I'm clicking here on restore this version. So restore. Okay. So see, it came back to the original version. So whatever the changes that I have done after this word, I may not be able to get it back. Let's see whether it is possible or not. Yes, if you again up to the voice typing. Okay, it means you will be able to back to any location and it also show you who has done the changes. So far we have not shared this file. So if you have shared this file and whoever is making certain changes over here, it is very easy to know who has done that particular changes. And now finally we will discuss about the sharing. Sharing is one of the most important tools when you are doing a certain work in a collaborative manner. For example, assume that if you want to share this particular file with your guide, Okay, so what is the normal approach? What we used to do? We used to mail to guide, and then guide is to download that particular mail, and then he is to check, and again whatever the changes that he has done, again he not required. Using a collaborative work, it is very easy to do this. So what we need to do? Select the share option and specify the name of your guide with whom you would like to share. For example, I am saying here. So here I am requesting my guide to kindly check my work. Okay, it means he has become what? He is the editor of this file. It means he is going to work like a owner of this document file, like I am. Owner of this document file, like I am. Suppose if you want to give a permission of only viewer, you can also give a collaborative work, and if you want to show only to view, but they are not able to make any kind of changes, but they are able to give what? They are able to give the also a comment if you are going to select them as a commenter. And later on, if you want to remove the if you want to revoke the permission, you can also do it by selecting what? A remove option. So now let us revise what are the things that we have discussed. We have seen the top 8 features provided by the Google Doc by means of what? Explorer. Then using Explorer, it is very easy to search the information without leaving the current document. With EasyBib, it's very easy to generate the bibliography automatically. Then we have seen the importance of link update. Suppose that you are working with the multiple tools of Google, you can use the update of one tool into the another, and later on if you have made certain changes, then you will be able to update that changes in the current document. Then we have seen the importance of translate document, why it is necessary. Then we have seen the features of voice typing, share, and version history. The last thing is what here? Link. Finally, we'll discuss about the link. While doing the research, it might be possible that you might have visited many sites. So remembering all those sites will be very difficult. So one way is what? Assume that this is one of the sites that I would like to revisit later on. So what is the one way? One way is what? To bookmark. So instead of that, what you can do? Copy it. Now I'm closing this one. Here we have what? A link option. Insert link. Insert the link. You can also type the text over here. For example, voice command list. Apply. Okay. So if later on if you want to revisit that particular website, what you need to do? Simply click over here. It means what we are doing? We are simply creating what? A bookmark in our current document so that you can revisit that particular site later on very easily. So you can have a such kind of link in your document. So that is the final thing. Finally, I hope that you understood all the features that has been provided by the Google Doc. Use these tools. All these tools are very much useful while doing your research work. With that, thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.